Hey, what's up guys, aarava here, welcome back to a brand new episode of my F1 2019 Manager Career Mode here with Red Bull Honda for round number 1 of our second season with Red Bull Honda. The last episode was the pre-season, the intro to this season, so check that one out before you see this one because I go through all the new rules and regulations, the driver transfers, our brand new car, and how we're looking, so you will be a bit confused, especially once we get to the race weekend, about some things if you do not watch that video because I explain through the different rule changes for this season. But we're going to get straight into it then. We're literally only a few days out now. The second rear wing is being put on the design fold, so we literally just made one already. In terms of improving the parts, we're improving the gearbox, engine, and brakes. Reliability-wise, I'm going to actually bump this up to make sure they get to about at least 75 there, hopefully. And then we'll worry about the performance impact later. But that new rear wing straight away is better than our previous two, so that's straight away an improvement. And it's the same reliability as the ones we've got, so we don't need to actually worry about improving it necessarily, because out of everything, I think the wings are one thing that we can replace a little bit easier mid-race if they do fail. Hopefully they don't, but they're going to be a little bit close, I guess, to the red line zone. So we're going to go through, then design that new rear wing. So that's going to get done a few days before Australia. So technically, we could go with that wing as well, depending on how the reliability is. Let's have a quick look here. Improving parts now. And that's actually better. What? That's better reliability than what we had before. So actually, we've got two new rear wings then we can use straight away. How about that? Absolutely awesome. So we're going to design another new part. And you know what? I might as well just go with another rear wing, or maybe a front wing this time, because we haven't done anything on the front wing. So let's go for an iteration on the front wing then and see what we can do. Obviously this will be made for after Australia, but still it'll be pretty good. So plus 20, so that's 1117. That will come with a reliability of 73%, so pretty damn decent actually. And that'll get done actually, hang on, 2 days before the Grand Prix, so it'll get done literally before Sydney as well, I think. Yep. Wow. Okay. See what I mean by just plowing money into development? I think we're looking pretty damn good. New front wing's been made, and it is the best front wing, and it is more reliable than what we've got. I think we just found a new way to hack the system, lads. We're going to go full reliability then for all these parts, because the new parts we're making here, clearly, are pretty damn good. So, we're looking pretty decent. So, I'll design something else. Let me have a look at the calendar and see what's crucial next. So, we've got a Dubai, rear wing, brakes, engine. So, maybe a set of brakes now, perhaps, because we've done 2 set of wings. So, let's do brakes then. It'll take 4 days. So, let's go 20. Ooh, tyre wear could improve. That could be quite useful, actually, you know. Or deceleration by 20. That'll be 1099. I think I want to go for that. But later on, I might fancy using that tyre wear efficiency on the brake set. That could be quite handy, actually. But we'll go for plus 20 there. That'll get done after Australia, but that'll be in time for the second race. So that's pretty damn good. So we've already made 3 new parts in this episode, basically. That is pretty crazy, essentially. That's sick. Right, so Sydney then. Let's go. Let's travel. It's going to be a high tyre wear. Fuel burn is medium. No qualifying, because remember, it is random grid order for the first time. So we can just concentrate on practice. In practice, we can just concentrate on race trim. There's no point concentrating on qualifying. So practice has become basically a lot shorter for us, basically with that. So high tyre wear. Let's watch out. So let's take a lot of super softs in. I'm going to take a few softs, about 4 of them maybe, and then 4 mediums as well. Because I think they could. Actually, you know what? Let's go a little bit more conservative on the super softs. Because if we're not doing qualifying, we don't need as many super softs actually. So it makes sense to take in 5 apiece actually, and just kind of keep our options open really. Fit parts wise, let's have a quick look then. So Verstappen is going to get most of the better parts, because Gasly's also he's got some sort of issue, doesn't he? I believe. Is he? No, is he returned back? No, he definitely has some sort of issue. I remember we got an email about him, and it said something about where is it? Where's drivers? It said something about him having some sort of. I've got all the messages have gone. I don't know where the message has gone, but I distinctly remember something about Gasly having some sort of thing come up in his life, and that's why he's only 3.5. He used to be 4 and a bit before, so I don't know. So we're definitely giving the best parts to Verstappen, basically. So let me go ahead and fit this. We've got the new front wing to give to Verstappen. Gasly, I'll go with this one, because that's a bit more reliable. The new rear wing to Verstappen, but both can have an upgrade effectively. And then the final suspension, and obviously we got Gasly contracted as a number 2 driver, so he's content with that. Verstappen's delighted. We're all good. Let's go. This is going to be a very exciting first race weekend of 2020 here, the second season with Red Bull. practice, and then straight into the race. Random grid order, guys. Let's pray that it's a good first random grid for us. So, going to practice, our reserve driver, Antoine Hubert, has feedback the same as Gasly. His is yellow, his is blue. I don't know what that means. And Gasly, well, he's a little bit down than I thought he would be. So, to be honest, I'm actually going to give Hubert a good chance in the car, you know, because that's the only way he's going to grow, is giving him practice time. So, you know, if Gasly was a number 2 driver, you kind of expect maybe that to be written in the contract, that sometimes you are going to give up your car to the reserve driver. So, sorry, Pierre, but for this first practice session ever, we're going to give the car to Antoine. I'm sure he'll do a good job. He's got the same feedback as you, mate, so I don't think he's going to do such a bad job in terms of getting the car set up ready. So let's just get into this. All right, taking practice. Obviously, don't need to even send them out on any quali trims because there's no quali to get. I mean, look at that. It's literally just race trim, so it's going to be a pretty easy time. So we'll do the setups first and then just get onto the race trim. In terms of tyres that I'll use in the race, we've got super softs to use, but to be honest, I think it will be a very simple, easy one-stop, soft to mediums. I think that's the way to go, because we did a one-stop last year, didn't we? Or we tried to do a one-stop from the super softs to mediums. So I think the soft tire will be the way to go to get knowledge. But let's first of all get that set up. But out there, the first time in this white Red Bull car. And I really like it, actually. It looks good in the menus, and then it looks good out on track as well. Very much looks like a Red Bull Stratos car compared to a kind of, you know, Japanese Honda vibe, rather. But still looks pretty cool. And it was nice to see a lot of you guys seem to enjoy the livery as well. And no, it's not just a Red Bull testing livery like they do in real life. It's actually going to stick for the entire season. So let's see how Hubert does in terms of the setup for this car. Pretty good, actually. 2 excellent and okay. Verstappen's good to go. 2 excellent and a good, so he can go 8 laps and just get all the race trim knowledge he needs on those soft tyres. 97%, looking good. So Hubert just needs a little bit of tweaking on the handling front there. So I don't know, maybe slightly stiffer suspension or softer. I'm not too sure. So I'm going to go with slightly stiffer. Let's see how that goes out for him, like there. And then bring the acceleration back somehow and try and get this on point. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's see how that goes. All right, Hubert's in, and the setup is there. 2 excellents and a great, looking good now. So he can go on an 8-lap stint as well on the softs, 97%. So both our drivers have 97%. So probably the best way to start things off. No rain involved. So now pretty straightforward practice session for both these guys. And looking good. Right, level 3 obtained on race trim, level 3 on the soft tyres. Going to go out there and try and get knowledge on the medium tyres as well now. And if we can basically have a choice of the two, because then I can decide what we're doing in terms of the race. Is it, you know, a more conservative 2-stop or just a 1-stop? In that case, we'll be on the mediums, maybe the longer time. So just need to keep my options open, really. We should have the time there. 9 minutes to go. Should be fine. Then we'll go swiftly on to the race then, really, because it's going to be very weird this season, actually. The race weekend is going to go a little bit quicker, actually. So in general, I think the episodes as well might be a little bit shorter, actually, generally this season, because obviously there's less stuff to do, really. No qualifying to do. It might just be a bit more admin stuff on the outside, trying to improve this car as much as we can, and then maybe, I don't know, maybe I try and take the race a little bit slower, perhaps, and try and concentrate a bit more, because I know some of you guys sometimes think I go a little bit too quickly through the races, so maybe I should try and slow things down in the race and really, like, finally look into every part of the race to try and make sure we can get the max results possible. Alright, so we only got level 1 on the medium tyres then, so I don't actually know what really happened, really. I think maybe I spent more time getting that knowledge on the soft tyres than I realised, and maybe it took a lot longer, actually, for the mediums, but we've only got level 1, so pretty much I'm hoping we'll be on the soft tyre for longer. I think we're doing a 1-stop, starting on soft tyres. I think we would be on the soft tyre for a little bit longer, because I'd like to think we could stretch it, and it would be useful at the start of the race to have that knowledge, so I'm going to say that was an okay practice session. I think maybe there's a different learning curve now in terms of what knowledge we get in practice. We obviously have to think about races a little bit differently because we'll have a free choice of tyre, I would assume, because we're random grid order. At least the setup was all good for both cars, so when Gasly steps back in, he'll have a good car underneath his feet and hopefully he can perform, you know, hopefully, having not been in the practice session. I don't know, it doesn't seem like it affects the drivers too much, not being in the car that much, as long as the car's been set up correctly, but we'll see. So here we are, the race. Oh, Gasly's been done dirty there. So the random grid order, let's have a look then. P1 is Nico Hulkenberg in the Toro Rosso. Andre Lotra in the Porsche is in P2. Vettel P3. Ferrari getting a little bit lucky there. Ricciardo, Ericsson, and wow. The two Ericssons on the same row. Really? 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 P5 and 6. Then we're P8, so we got quite lucky there. P8, quite high actually, with Verstappen there. Then you got Alpine Racing, Markelov, P7, 9, 10. 11 is Alonso. Hamilton's down in P13 with the Merc, okay. You got Leclerc and Raikkonen sharing a row. Ferrari and Alfa Romeo. Bottas down here. We're down here with Lando Norris in the other Red Bull in 20th place. Sainz, Stroll, Grosjean and Magnussen. Interesting. So, I'm going to say Verstappen, that's not too bad actually for Verstappen. In terms of the knowledge we're going to take in now. So, it's a 49 lap race. The soft tyres go 41 laps. So, it should be a one-stop, actually, super soft to soft. So, actually, yeah, I'm actually quite happy we took the soft tyre knowledge in, because that's definitely the tyre we'll be on for longest. So, I'm going to take in soft tyre knowledge for both drivers, go race trim. We're going to start on the super softs with Max, and start on the soft tyres, I think, with Gasly. I think, like, because Australia's going to be difficult to overtake, really. So, I think maybe it's worth trying to see the first bit of the Grand Prix out. And also, look at that. Gasly can't even go that long. He's going to have to do a one-stop on 2 sets of soft tyres, actually. Thinking about it. Because I don't feel comfortable with that. He's going to wear out his tyres so badly, isn't he? Perhaps. So let's start on softs with Gasly. And we can basically assess his tyre wear. For Verstappen, I'm confident he should be able to do a one-stop super soft to soft. So let's start on super softs with him. And let's go. Our very first race of this Season 2 with Red Bull Honda. Let's start off well, boys, please. Alright, so here we go then to 5 red lights. So the Australian Grand Prix, the season opener from P8 and P20 on the grid. 5 lights are out and we're underway. It's a slow start there for Verstappen. Obviously, we've got ERS now, remember, in these races, so we can try and play around with the fuel a little bit more. I didn't go overtake mode and attacking. That is the first mistake I've made. And oh my god, Verstappen's down to P14. Gasly's P15. Okay, I made a huge mistake there by not going full out attack. For some reason, that just didn't cross my mind to change onto attack and overtake mode. So that's the first big mistake, blunder of the season done. We're P14 and 15 now. It's all a bit of a gaggle. I need to let them settle into this Grand Prix, really, at the moment. So let's see how everything shakes up here, as obviously the top cars will eventually filter through. Verstappen's up into P9. Gasly's P10. Gasly's... Oh! No, I think some contact was just made there, and there's some damage for Verstappen. Broken suspension, vibrations. Let's just carry on for now, mate. Carry on for now if you can. But, oh, that's a bit worrying. Let's assess how that goes on. 14%. He's still doing bits, though. He's still going well. And hang on, I've just noticed something. There's no hybrid mode on this. There's no hybrid mode. What? Oh. So, the ERS is there, but it's not the complex ERS I was used to with the Renault. It's the ERS of just being able to push a little bit and have an overtake button, basically. So he still needs to save fuel massively. That is an issue. Right, I'm hoping our brand new Honda engine, the fuel efficiency is going to be pretty damn good because we're low fuel now. Verstappen, though, despite having suspension issues, is actually still doing bits. He's up into P5. So just keep going, mate. Going to go conservative with Gasly, overheat the tyres with Verstappen because we're going to have to come in pretty soon anyway. So Verstappen's up into P2 now. Gasly is P8. We're going to use some ERS mode as we go through across the line. Try and get away from the Ferrari car behind us of Leclerc. Try and catch up to Ericsson. Overtake him with the Sauber. That's good. So this overtake button's actually quite nice here, to be fair. It's we don't need to worry about hybrid mode. You literally just push to pass, basically. And that's what we'll do. But for now, Verstappen starts to eke into his tyres because I will come in for an early pit stop. This just became a 2-stop race for Verstappen here, so he's going to have to really push hard and try and make a move. So let's use some ERS again and try and catch up to Ricciardo if we can, please, mate. Meanwhile, Gasly conserving a bit as we go through the back straight. Use some ERS to try and catch up to Hamilton. We're catching up to the Merc. Hamilton fighting with Lottery in the Porsche car. So Gasly, could he catch up and overtake him? Let's see. Let's go pushing. We're going to maintain medium. Already, I can tell, though, the fuel saving is so much quicker now with the new car we have. It's so much better. I don't need to actually worry too much about going so negative at the start of the race. Verstappen's still doing a good job. 3%, though, on the suspension. So now I have to pit. I have to pit now. Fix that part. Recharge the battery to 100%. Pit strategy fast. First fast pit stop of the season. And let's use all the ERS on the back straight. And we're going to come in, mate. Use all the fuel. And then go low on the entry. Right. Pit stop there for Verstappen. That's going to take a long time to repair the suspension. And so Gasly will overtake him. And he's on one more stop probably for the Grand Prix. So it's going to be a bit of a tough one. But We'll see how it goes. P19, never give up, mate. Never give up in F1. Let's go on then. Pushing and medium and ERS out the pit lane a little bit. And let's go charging after some people, mate. Gasly, meanwhile, is the lead Red Bull. He's ahead of Vettel and Leclerc right now. Hamilton's overtaking Lotra. We need to get past Lotra in the next lap. So let's use some ERS, please. Try and close up. We're right up his chuff. Used all the ERS, but didn't get past him quite there. We're conserving these tyres, remember. Trying to make a one-stop work. We need to go to lap 25 or 24 on these tyres. So need to make sure we conserve as well. So can't get pressured into a big fight with the Ferrari car. And Artem Markelov has collided with someone. Thankfully, it wasn't Verstappen as Verstappen overtakes him. So he's looking good. Let's use some ERS on this back straight, actually get away from these cars. And then push on there. Yeah, oh, let's use a lot of ERS as we go around this bend onto the main straight, actually. As we go through the main straight, ERS it off this corner. Come on, let's overtake some cars. P18, P17 maybe, yes. Down the inside of the Williams, P16. Great stuff, mate. Good stuff there. Good recovery. P16. Looking good. Tyre wear's good for him as well. Gasly maintains P6. He's still behind Lotra, though, so that's frustrating to say the least. Let's use ERS as we go through the last corner here, maybe. Off the last bend. ERS now. Let's use some high fuel mixture, actually. Try and burn some fuel. We can save some later. Just get past the Porsche, please. Please, you need to do this. Oh, Lando Norris has crashed. Lando Norris has crashed very badly into the wall there. Yellow flags. Nothing else, though. Nothing else. So everything stays stable. Gasly still P6 on lap 12. Still stuck behind this Porsche car, unfortunately. Verstappen's up into P14. He's just made a pass there. What great timing on Kubica that was. And now it's Ericsson. The first of the Ericssons in this Grand Prix. Looking very good, Verstappen is. Right, meanwhile, Gasly's overtaken Lotra because he's also been overtaken by the Ferrari car. So he really dropped off there quite a fair bit. So now I'm going to go conserve with Gasly. I need to stretch these tyres now. Hamilton's done a great job. I mean, look at him. He's in a Merc and he's in P2 in the medium tyre. So Hamilton still very much, even with random grid order, will be the man to beat this season. But Gasly's doing a stellar job in P5 here. And Verstappen's doing a mega job to recover as well. He's only one place off the points now. He's overtaken Chilton. He's overtaken Ericsson. We're missing all these overtakes, unfortunately. Sorry, guys, but just because he's doing such a good job. He's overtaking literally every lap. He's doing such a great job. So let's go now. Cross the bridge, maybe. Use some ERS off this next hairpin. Try and get him, maybe. That Renault. Come on, catch up. To the inside, maybe. Come on, Verstappen. Dive down the inside. You know you want to. So close there. Come on, mate. On the next lap. There we go. Oh, no. Couldn't quite make it. Around the outside of the last corner. Didn't make it. But other people are pits. Verstappen is up into P9. Looking very nice. Right. Gasly up into P4 as Lotra has made a pit stop. So at some point, I think he got re-overtaken by him. But we're P4 now. Verstappen's up into P7. That's the gap between Verstappen and Gasly. So Verstappen, his car is a lot better. You can tell. It's just a shame that he was the one that got knocked out. I think after this race, to be fair, I don't know what happened with Verstappen. I don't know if it was his mistake that the car broke. But I think for next race, I think I'm going to give them a bit more of an equal car. Because if Gasly's in P4 with this car that we've given him, he could do a lot better and a little bit of a better car. Literally, we're just talking 2 or 3 parts that are better. And he could do some good stuff here. So I've been impressed by him. And it might also be the work of Hubert in practice as well, giving him a good setup as well. You never know. But right now, things are looking pretty grand, actually. I'm quite happy, even despite that suspension issue. And we're closing up, and we've overtaken Leclerc. We've overtaken Leclerc with Verstappen. Obviously, we're going aggressive with Verstappen now for a 2-stop on super soft tyres, but he's doing the job, and he might even overtake Gasly. I'm going to say to Gasly, allow teammate through, because they're on differing strategies right now. Gasly's going longer for 5 laps. Verstappen's going to keep on playing on this 2-stop. Right, they made the swap. Verstappen's up into P3. Gasly down to P4, but that's cool. Verstappen will push on. Let's go pushing with him, actually, to make sure we fully push on. And then Gasly will just keep on conserving right now. Go a little bit, maybe neutral, just to make sure those tyre temps aren't too bad. We saved a lot of good fuel, though, with Gasly, so that will pay dividends later on in the race. Oh, safety car. Safety car's been called out because Grosjean has crashed. Grosjean has gone off there. Dangerous place. So now this might be the perfect time to pit for both drivers, you know. Instead, I could do a 2-stop onto soft tyres for both drivers. Interesting. Sorry, Gasly, but I think Verstappen's legit just jumped you properly in this race now. Because I thought, obviously, he was going to go behind him with an extra stop. But now, they can get a free pit stop each. Right. Soft tyre to the end of the Grand Prix. That should be pretty sensible for both drivers. So, add charge, 100%. Come in. And Gasly, the same thing. Sorry, Gasly. Yeah, it looks like Verstappen will actually fully jump you, despite not being the case a few seconds ago. But there we go. That's just how it is. So go low fuel, may as well, and come in. Right, let's hope that Gasly doesn't get held up too much, though, in this double stack. Needs to be a good pit stop with Verstappen. Come on. Yeah, love that. Hardly any consequence of that double stack. Good stuff. Good stuff. So a P3, P4, P3, P5, legit with the safety car, and Hamilton's got worn tyres. This is looking lovely. Right, safety car's got one more lap. Hamilton has pit and come out ahead in P1. So he's going to be a bit of a challenge, but obviously we'll bunch up. So let's see what we can do on the restart here. Ricciardo, quite lofty, doing a good job with Renault. Obviously, you know, he started quite high, I think, in the race. And then Vettel's had a good recovery along with us. But he's on worn super softs. He's yet to pit. So we'll get a free position there. So we'll be P3, P4 minimum in this race. But I'm hoping we can do some good work here on the restart. And try and jump Ricciardo, at least, with Verstappen. And see what we can do with Hamilton as well. Right, going full overtake mode and attack on the restart here before we even get called in. Because I want to be on there, on the jump, straight away. Here we go. Verstappen's tyres are even getting a bit overheated here. Let's use some ERS for both drivers. Let's try and close up to some cars. Going to save some with Gasly, actually, though. Let's wait. He's down the order a little bit, but let's wait, let's wait, let's wait. Wait till the back straight, Gasly, and then go. ERS it. Yeah, oh, Verstappen's already used all his ERS. Where are we now? We're P2. We've overtaken Ricciardo, and we're right on the back of Hamilton. Okay, showtime, boys. Showtime. Let's go high and conserve. Let's just play this long game. We've got a long way to go! Oh, my God. I literally just put him down to conserve and not pushing on the fuel. And he goes and locks up straight into the wall. Absolute calamity with Verstappen. Oh, my God. Gasly, go conserve. Take that as a warning sign. Jesus. Safety car's back out. Safety car's back out, so we're conserving again. Wow, jeez, 2 safety cars. Oh, god damn. Wow, what an impact for Verstappen. That's the first time I've seen the crash actually literally happen as I was watching the driver that it happened to. Mad. Right, safety car's in this lap. Gasly P4. He can get up into P2. He can definitely get up into P2. And then we'll see if he can challenge Hamilton. He's on the harder tyre, so the tyre wear should be pretty much the same for both of them, I would think, with Gasly's poor tyre wear in general. And remember, there's also 2 points up for grabs the fast lap of the Grand Prix, which I feel like I want to try and go for as well if we can. But let's just see. Let's go now as we get towards maybe about halfway here. Yeah, let's go for that attack and overtake mode now. Get ready with the ERS as well. Because on the restart, I want to try and get Vettel straight away on this restart. As soon as we bolt... As soon as we go green, there, ERS, and Vettel also uses, Leclerc also uses ERS, so he's got a little bit more in the tank there, it seemed, because he stays ahead in P3. But we continue on, we're literally nose to tail, the Toro Rosso is a little bit close, and that's a bit annoying, to be honest, to see that Toro Rosso of Hulkenberg closing up. Hamilton remains P1, Ricciardo P2, there we go. Oh, we nearly overtook Leclerc, not quite yet, come on. Oh, Leclerc's crashed. Leclerc's crashed. Gasly up into P3 by default there. And can we get Ricciardo down the inside here, please? Come on. Right, fast up the Grand Prix going to Hamilton. So right now he's getting those extra 2 points, which is unfortunate for us. I'm yet to overtake Ricciardo. We're in overtake mode, and we've actually burned a lot of fuel there. But the thing is, I don't want to push the tyres too much because we need to go the distance. So at the moment, just biding my time, really. And Hamilton just keeps on pumping in fastest laps. How much fuel has this guy got? Right, we're closing in. Gas has got a form of 10. We've got a tiny spurt of ERS because I used a bit to close up to Ricciardo. I think I'll go pushing now. Go ERS spurt. Let's see if we can catch up on this lap, maybe. Let's see. The tyre's going to start to overheat, though, so I'm just a bit wary of that. Closing. Not that much. We're only gaining about 4 tenths, but Ricciardo pits. Ricciardo pits. Up into P2. Okay, I beg Hamilton has to pit. Then we'll be in P1. Please pit, Hamilton. Please pit. He's probably got enough time, though. That's the thing, though. Even if Hamilton pits, I think he's got enough time, you know, that he'll pit and just come out ahead of us, annoyingly. Because look at that. Another purple. He's got enough time in the tank. New season, same old Hamilton. Right, lap 14. 10 laps to go in this Grand Prix, including the one we're on. And Hamilton is still going fast, but he's on low tyre wear. He's also got some damage, apparently, or an issue with his car. I think if he's pushing now... I would feel like this is the end of his stint, 43. So I think he might be making a late pit stop here. But he's got 21 seconds on us, which is definitely enough time for a pit stop. So that's really frustrating. That's such a punch to the gut to see that he and Mercedes still have that much pace on us. So we still have a lot of work to do on the car. And just a lot of work to do to catch up to Hamilton as an AI car, really, as well. As an AI driver. Alright, lap 45 out of 49. Hamilton's tyres are getting quite worn there. We're at 41%. We should be good to the end. Hamilton's on 27%. He's now conserving his tyres. So, I think he's going to try and stretch it. So, we're legit going to be 23 seconds behind the man, despite having 2 safety cars. That's just the pace he's got, unfortunately. But you've got to take positives. Gasly was down the order a little bit. Both were at the start. And he's made up to P2. So that's pretty damn decent. And also, look how mixed up the rest of the grid is. So, still, all things considered, compared to a lot of other teams, we've done really well here. But the resounding constant in our lives is Hamilton P1, unfortunately. What could have been? I think Verstappen could have challenged him because he was right there behind Hamilton right before he crashed. So, that's unfortunate. But I think this proves... Next race, I will be giving them equal cars because I think it's unfair at this early stage to give Verstappen the priority, especially because Gasly's done the better job this race. He's not crashed, he's not had suspension damage, and he's done a pretty damn good job actually with the car we've given him. And Gasly, we just set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix on the second, literally on the second last lap there. So now just go low fuel, and I've got to hope that we can get to the end here on this fuel. We're minus 0.33 because I went attack mode and overtake mode for that entire second last lap to bag that fast lap of the Grand Prix. So we'll get 18 plus 2. We'll get 20 points here. So we'll close down that damage by 2 points to Hamilton. So instead of 7 points on us, he'll have 5 points. Just hope we're going to run out of fuel here. Or use some ERS, mate. Come on. Use ERS. Get to the end of the line. Trundle across the line. Please, mate. Don't go down in P3. Come on. Come on. Crawl across the line, mate. Crawl across the line. ERS. Boost. Come on. Come on. There we go. P2. What a strategy there. What a strategy there. Go uber low fuel mode. Save ERS. And just ERS it across the line. And bag the fastest lap of the death there. Good stuff, Pierre. Good stuff. Fastest lap. 2 extra points. I'm very happy with that, actually. That's decent. Decent stuff. Alright, so here we have it then. We're going to get that silver trophy. Unless Hamilton broke a GMA rule. Let's have a look. No, he did not. What? Fastest lap bonus. Huh? What? We got the fastest lap. That's bullshit. What? You guys saw that. Unless he did it on the... Did he do it on the last lap and I missed it? Did he actually do it on the last lap? What a jammy little... Oh my god. I thought we did that. And he... as if. He got it on the last lap of the Grand Prix, didn't he? Oh my god. What the hell? Damn it. So he's got the extra 2 points. Brilliant. So we're now 9 points behind Hamilton. Brilliant. Good stuff there. So we're down to 3rd because Renault had a very good race. So they're P2. That's frustrating as hell. Okay. So that's actually tainted that race for me, really. Because I thought we had that in the bag there. I thought we did well. But no, Hamilton also saved up some tyre wear, I guess, and fuel to push right at the end on the last lap to get the fastest lap. Damn it. That's really annoying. That's really upset me. That's really annoying. In terms of money, we get 2.8. Well, guys, if you did enjoy that episode, a very dramatic and topsy-turvy opening round, then be sure to hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're on your own, subscribe for weekly Formula 1 content. I've been aarava. Hope you enjoy the rest of the day. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.